So Bill Gates invented Microsoft, Steve Jobs gave us the iPhone, the iPad, incredibly sexy businesses that made them world famous and made us feel very warm and fuzzy towards them. However, does a business need to be massively sexy in order to be successful? I would argue not. An example, Shereen Crowie, who is one of the women who's on the Goldman-sachs GIBS 10,000 Women program. She makes body bags. Look, it's a local necessity, and another local necessity is toilet paper. You're in the bottom business. That's what you're all about, Shereen.
Yes, I am.
But it started off, you were a banker. You had tragedy in your family.
Yes.
And you needed to make a plan. Tell me about that.
Well, I was still in the bank. At the age of 31, I was a widow. My husband died. My children were still very young, 7 years and 11 years old. So I still continued in the bank, and I completed my studies. And only like 6 years ago, I decided to resign and start my own business.
Now, was there a changeover period, or did you resign and then start the business? What was your strategy?
No, my strategy was, I basically, when I was busy studying doing my degree, I changed my degree from financial management to business management in the second year. And that's when I also started my research in the industry, in the paper industry. And when I completed my degree, I left the bank. Then I started a businesswoman's network, because then I wanted to feel, what business is out there for women. Although I knew already that I wanted to make something, I wanted to manufacture something. So I started the businesswoman's network, which lasted for about a year. And I got the government involved to see what is there available for businesswomen. I invited them to come and speak, and from there I bought my first machine.
But toilet paper, why? I mean, your friends must look at you and say, that's terribly useful, thank you so much. But why, when you could have done absolutely anything in the world?
Yes, but I wanted to do something that everybody needs. That was the whole thing. And that's not seasonal, that's not very expensive, but everybody needs toilet paper. So that's why I went into toilet paper.
But you don't have a technical background.
No.
So how, again, often we would expect an engineer to come up with a new machine who makes super triple ply, quadruple layered, cushion soft, puppy endowed toilet paper. Mm-hmm. An engineer would come up with something like that with some marketing help. You're not an engineer.
No, I'm not.
So how's that? Is that an obstacle?
No, it's not. I must say, for the 5 years I've been in business, I've learned so much compared to the 20 years in the bank. And manufacturing is just it's another industry.
But like you say, 20 years in the bank, you had a function, I suspect.
Yes.
And now you're in the real world.
Yes.
How much more fun is it?
Much more fun.
What kind of fun?
Because it's different. You learn a lot of things, you meet a lot of people, it's just different. It's totally different to being an accountant.
Absolutely.
Being
but having the accounting background surely is one of the most wonderful skills that you can possibly have as a background to your business.
Definitely.
Okay, now the other part of it, because I'm terrified as to what you're going to come up with next, because you go from toilet paper and then into producing plastic body bags.
Yes, it's a disposable body bag.
I hate the fact that they actually reuse them, so disposable is good.
Yes.
How did that come about?
Also the need. You look around and you see, doing some research and saying, okay, what else can I make? So basically I'm looking after you when you're alive, and when you die I still look after you.
Terribly grateful, thank you so much. And now, these businesses evolve as well, because every business has its waste, every business has its throwaway product.
Yes.
And it seems a shame to have a vat full of paper pulp which is no longer useful for making toilet paper. What else can you do with it?
Well, they make tissue. You sell the waste to waste companies, and they sell it back to the mills, and they make tissue.
Okay, but you're looking at another evolution, aren't you?
Yes, because I had so much waste, and it's so difficult to get the waste companies to come and collect the waste. So I just started pulping the waste to see what I can do, and I came up with children's paper toys.
Children's paper toys.
Yes.
Is that in production, or is that is that still in development?
It's still in development, because where we're at right now with that is to get all the chemicals in the paper,
Yes.
to extract that before we actually sell it. But the prototypes and all is done, so it's just that part.
What's going to hold you back? Is anything going to hold you back? I suppose the only thing that
No.
will prevent you from doing anything is a lack of imagination, which you don't seem to suffer from.
No, nothing.
Shereen Crowie, she's one of the GIBS, the Goldman-sachs GIBS 10,000 women, and you can see why she has been chosen. From toilet paper to body bags to a happier story of children's paper toys. That's why she's been chosen.